Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing some Rakdos Control, and I'm just going to go over some of the new cards from the new set that are featured in this list, as you probably are familiar with a lot of the old ones. So the first one is the Volcanic Spite. It's an instant speed 2-mana spell, deals 3 damage to target creature, planeswalker, or battle, and then you may put a card from your hand at the bottom of your library if you do draw a card. So this is nice if you're flooding out, or you just have something that's not good for the matchup and you need to draw a card. I also like this because it hits planeswalkers. Definitely a cool card here. I like this one a lot. Next new one is 1 Nahiri's Warcrafting. It deals 5 damage to target creature, planeswalker, or battle. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the excess damage dealt this way. You may exile one of those cards, put the rest at the bottom of your library. In a random order, you may play the exiled card this turn. I included this as a one-of just because I wanted to try it. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. Normally I would say this is for Shouldered, but we have all sorts of other Shouldered answers available, so iffy on this, but it's decent. This next one is Realmbreaker, the Invasion Tree. Definitely not necessary to include this, I think. I think another Nahiri's Warcrafting, potentially, or like another Brotherhood's End, or maybe even another Reckoner Bankbuster would be fine. But this card, I think, is really cool, and I wanted to try it out. So, it's 2 mana, tap it. Target opponent mills 3 cards. Put a land card from their graveyard onto the battlefield tapped under your control. It gains if this land would leave the battlefield, exile instead of putting it anywhere else. And then for 10 and tap, sacrifice the Realmbreaker, search your library for any number of Praetor cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle. I have never done the 10 thing, but I do like the 2 and mill, because it lets you get land, and then it also mills them, which I enjoy. I don't know if this is the right deck for it, probably not, but I like this card. Next, we have Shouldered, which also kind of synergizes with this because of the stipulation here, but Shouldered Menace. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature or planeswalker, and then for 4 and a black, exile Shouldered, then return to the battlefield, transformed under its owner's control, activate only as a sorcery, and only if the opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. So, if you're milling them with this, you can get to this, this stipulation a little bit faster. And then the True Scriptures, so when you flip the Shouldered, Chapter 1, for each opponent, destroy up to 1 target creature or planeswalker that player controls. Chapter 2, each opponent rather, discards 3 cards, then mills 3 cards. And then Chapter 3, put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control, and then flip Shouldered back. So this is very good if the opponent has, you know, a bunch of creatures, obviously, in their deck, because a lot of this removal here is just creature-based removal, right? But we also have some creatures of our own, namely 2 Shouldered the Apocalypse. So if our Shouldered dies, we can potentially get it back later. But the real point of the deck is the Chandra Hope's Beacon, which is a legendary planeswalker. It says, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. This ability triggers only once each turn. And of course, we have Invoke Despair, we have Burn Down the House, and we have Big Score, all of which we would love to copy on our turn. Big Score could be on their turn as well. And then for plus 2, add 2 mana in any combination of colors. Plus 1, exile the top 5 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell from among those exiled cards. And then minus X, just blow things up, where Chandra Hope's Beacon deals X damage to each of up to 2 targets. So if you have this at, say, 7, you can minus X for 7, and then hit the opponent in the face for 7 damage after double Invoke Despair. Something like that. Anyways, deck was pretty fun. I haven't played Rakdos in a very long time. I think 2 sets ago was the last time, so hope you guys enjoy the video. It was a fun one to make, and this is a fun deck to play, so hope you guys like it. If you do, please leave a like and a comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you in the games. Alright. Opponent goes first. We have removal, and then 2/5 plays, I guess. But we can put one of them into the bottom and draw a card with the Spite, so I think we'll keep. Also, I don't remember if I actually put dual lands in here. I hope I did. We have mono black. Alright. going to be our volcanic. Okay. There you go. Ay, ay, ay. They may forget to evolve the sleeper. Ha! They did. I think we just kill the sleeper. This can go on the bottom. Nice. Because over time that can do more. Although I guess they forgot to evolve it, so I don't know. Whatever. I still think the sleeper's correct. Okay. Oh, they figured it out this time. Ooh, they're just going all the way too. Okay. Damage. Toss these two. Cut down. Unfortunate that they leveled that up the way they did. One, two, three. We can play the Shouldered next turn. Okay. Do they take their own creatures? They do. Wow. Okay. Get Shelly down. Okay. Do we attack? I don't think so. Short. We'll get their Trespasser here. I'm sure they want to get rid of this. Ooh, that's annoying. Okay. Shouldered gone, no blast. Back in first. Volcanic Spite you. Discard the land. And... yeah, cut down's not really what we want here. Ooh, I like that. If they invoke Despair us, obviously we give them the token. They probably have 2 more Go for the Throats, though. Hopefully not in hand. They do nothing? Cool. $14-14. Okay. Another Buster. I guess we'll end the turn there. Got him. Nice. Alright. We go first. We'll keep. Got our removal. We have a play on 3. A couple plays on 3. Guns to blue. Hate to see that. Guess we're just trying to jam stuff. Okay, one negate in the bin. At least we're hitting our land. Again. No spell pierce. Yes. Alright, well that's good. We can get treasures, invoke despair online potentially. Toss away the cut down to draw cards. Well, that's rude. I hope they just run out the gin. No such luck. This isn't the best, so we'll toss these two. Okay. Well, make them keep countering stuff. They do run Spell Pierce. Okay. Fading Hope. We go again. They give it up. Nice. And we hit our land. Sweet. I want to try and resolve Chandra. Okay. Pass. We go for it. Ooh, and it resolves.
No more watching. It's time to do something.
Like we go +1 here.
No plan,
Okay.
no problem.
Burn down acquired. They draw a million cards. I'm surprised there's no Hottie Jin. No Jinny Jin Jin. I will block with the reflection here. Alright. Go +2. Red and red. Let's cast Burn Down the House for Devils. ×2.
Here's a spark of hope.
No counters. What you like to see. Triggers once a turn. Okay. Let's go. Alright, opponent goes first. We'll keep. Soldiers. Cool. Wrecked by Thalia? Nope. Not yet. That's not going to be good here. That is. Kill them all. The duelista. Easy. Well, this is going well. How frustrating. Uh-huh. I think I'll just play the Buster here. And then when they play something else, kill this. So they have to sacrifice. Oh wait. Sorcery punished. That's okay. Okay. It's fine. Another Buster. One, two, three. I guess land. Full crew. Smack in. Another Buster. Okay.
Anyone who harms my people must contend with me. You're done.
Like we just burn it down.
Our swords will cross again.
Nice. There we go. Well, I'd say this is working out pretty well. Pretty well indeed. Got him. And that probably was very demoralizing. Going first, keep. What does Mr. Opponent play? On a red, apparently. Okay. Let's see if they give us anything to blow up with the Volcanic Spite. Okay, they do. Die. 1, 2, 3. We need black more, so we'll toss the red. More removal, always nice. Pass. Another one. Tap land not ideal. Make it work though. Let down the shields here for a second. They can play with fire and hit, excuse me, hit us for 6 basically, because they get those back, right? They just have to pay 2. It's sushi. Interesting. Hmm. Let's toss one of these. Here's the land. So let's see. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control deals damage to an opponent or battle, you may pay 1, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. Gains. Got it. I think we're going to take the 4 here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, we'll take the 4, we'll play Chandra plus, and then kill both of these.
You have no idea who you're messing. We can do this together. They won't know what hit it.
Okay, treasure tokens. I don't know that they can save this, because activate only as a sorcery, and only if they've cast 3 or more instants or sorceries, so all good there. Next turn, if we don't draw anything good, I think we apply pressure with Burn Down the House and Devils. Also, we could +1 and see what we hit off of that. I don't know that I want to draw with the Buster here. Well, I guess we could. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, everything we can hit is playable, I think. So I think we will draw with the Buster using the treasures. Gives us a couple more looks. But this is a cool take on Mono Red. Definitely like this more than the usual nonsense pile. These seem pretty good. Burn down for Devils. Okay. Yeah, these seem scary in a deck that runs things like Play with Fire and Lightning Strike, especially when they have a bunch of mana. So 3 to face or 3 to Chandra? 3 to Chandra. Okay.
So it's gonna be one of those fights.
All right, let's draw a card. A land and a big score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'd have to discard the... If we draw with Buster and Big Score, we get 4 more mana. Not enough for a burn down.
Never a bad time to improvise.
Okay. I could gain a bunch of life here. Could also make a bunch of devils. Lots of options. Let's double Big Score.
I'm ending this fight.
Okay. And then 1, 2 onto you. the turn. Okay. Coming at Chandra, I presume. So we're gonna have to abrade.
No turning back now.
We don't want to hit the doubles because it's pretty much the same thing.
Back off, creep.
Okay, we draw. There it is. There it is. It's +2. That double black. Get him.
I'm ending this fight.
Okay.
Oh, you just made a big mistake.
Go ahead and draw with the
Those
Buster.
fights.
Then we also have the a double cut down if we need it. Opponent down to 12. Alright, we're getting swifty. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 4 damage to another target battle or opponent and 1 damage to target creature. Alright, so we crew. Doesn't say Planeswalkers, so happy days. Okay. See if he wants to come in. If not, we'll wait till end step in case they run something like End the Festivities. Okay.
They won't know what hit 'em. Back off, creep.
Childred.
Got a feeling this'll work.
Wait, what? Instant or sorceries? No! Alright. Devils.
No holding back.
Got him. Going first, we will keep it. I'm predicting... on a red. Ooh. Probably a Troxa. Oh no, Xander's Lounge. Grixis. Atroxa. Get the Fable going. Brotherhood's End not going to do much. I don't think Volcanic Spite will either, so we can just toss those two. Well, toss Brotherhood's End. Oop, wait. Then we'll draw with the Buster here. Go for the throat. My army of Childrens. Okay. I guess they're missing a land. Another go for the throat burned. Love to see that. In that case, here's Shouldred. Let's get busy. Okay, one more go for the throat in deck. Our Shouldred can come out next turn. Our other Shouldred, I should say. Okay, we keep the hand. I think we actually big score here. Down the land. That's fine. Okay. Another Despair. Give him the Buster, I think. Down to 8. Down to 8. Okay. Save that just for you. Let's activate. They need another Despair here. If they have it, I will be oh so sad. Able. Able. Okay. Oh, they get so many looks. Ugh. Ooh. Big fan of that. Okay, they get their Shouldered back. Does that mean we get to flip? We do. We go to 2 here. Or we go to 4, I mean. Get 'em. We go again, baby. Blow you up. Down to the wire. If they hit an Invoke Despair, I mean, it's still bad, but we aren't totally out. We have one more chance. They hit the Invoke Despair. Okay, we go to 2. They go to 4. Oh no. We go back to 4 here. Oh. We have to attack. Okay. They can use the Murex, we go to 1. As long as they don't hit a Despair. Come on. A land? Okay. So you're telling me there's a chance? We attack, right? We don't attack. In case they have, because they run, where is it? Let's go. Oh, what a game. That was scary. I thought they ran, I thought I saw Voltage Surge in there somewhere. Woo. We go first, we'll keep it. We have some later draw with the big score and then early game removal. This is actually an interesting card in this matchup. I like the idea of making them mill. Oop, oop, up, 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 up. Save this for Sholdred. Chandra, nice. I think we big score here. Hopefully they just play Sholdred. Nope. Okay. 6 like a champ. Do I just toss out Chandra here? Nah. Take out their Glutton. Save this for the underdogs. Big damage.
This war ends today.
Hopefully they just blitz and play like a sleeper. No Invoke Despair, please! Okay. That's fine. Okay. You got it.
Fight finished before front. You won't be outsmarting me.
There's never a bad time to improvise.
I cast them both. An instant from among those. Alright, so it's like this then.
Your heart.
Nice. We still have enough for go for the throats and cut downs. Fantastic. We also don't take any damage from an Invoke Despair. Love to see it. They have 9 cards in the graveyard, so we can shoulder it next turn. Okay, pretty rude. There's an underdog. Kill it.
No turning back now.
Ooh, and the burn down the house. Decline. I think we just go ahead and do this. Going first, we'll keep it. Some early removal into Sholdred, perhaps? Oh. This card is sweet. Although I guess it does... Because I wish the Chapter 2 let you draw cards. But maybe that would make it too good? I don't know. Is this card even good? I feel like it is, but I don't know. Alright, got some Esper. If it's Esper control, probably a bit of a problem. Pretty straightforward. Let's toss Brotherhoods. Looking for like a Fable here. And I think if they play stuff like Rafine, the Brotherhood's End isn't going to be as good. Okay. Okay. This is the job for Shouldered. Five cards in the bin. This needs how many? 8. Okay. Is that 7 cards in? It is. Cool. Land is fantastic. Let's kill this. Okay. I guess we'll keep the march here. They didn't have a, ooh. Okay.
No more distractions.
We take
Let's make
those.
this quick. I've always hated crowds.
Nice. We get to, flip our Children. Activate. I probably could have attacked first, right? I should have marched. I also should have attacked. I should have done a bunch of things to get rid of this Liliana. I did not. And if they have Invoke Despair, then... oh, a bad day for us. Alright. What are we doing? Bringing something back from the graveyard, perhaps? Yeah? Ooh. Okay. So they get what? Augury? I hope they don't make me discard. They do get Augury. Okay. They do discard, and that sucks.
Don't overthink things.
Okay. Well, backup Liliana in the bin. As long as they don't get rid of our enchantment, we're good. Cycle. Short. And a land, fantastic. Alright, next turn we blow up Liliana.
We all have things we'd rather.
Well, I guess they get to choose, but, you know. Some nice creatures you have here. We get to take out both of their things because we can just reactivate the Children right now. So, it is a never-ending loop now for the opponent. Doesn't matter what they sacrifice. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It is! Despair. Oop.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
Nice. Alright, we go first. We'll keep it. Attempt number 2 at ascending into Diamond after a horrific mono red game. It looks like get a rematch here. This is a much better hand. The last one we played against mono red, it was a two land opener. It's killed us. What do we send? Buster's too slow. It was a 2-land opener, and we mulliganed, and then we got a 1-lander with a cut down, but the land was a mouse. So we mulliganed that, and then we got a 2-lander and didn't draw the 3rd land until we were at, I think, 5 health. So, yeah, that's how that went. Do we block? Do we block? They may not give us the chance to. Okay, I'll take a play with fire there. That's fine. That is fine with me. Oh baby, it's all coming together now. We'll toss a land, play our tapped land, and just Brotherhood's End. Looks like they have another play with fire in hand potentially. Probably gonna toss this Haunted Ridge to a big score. Yep, there's the other play with fire. We need to start asserting dominance on the board, though. Alright, no plays from them, that's good. Looks like they have more removal. Let's just do this. I wish I had a Bankbuster now. Okay, we get another play with fire out of them, that's good. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, actually, that just has to die, doesn't it? We'll decline. Alright. Chandra. I think we just plus.
Someone had to save the day. Use it wisely.
I don't think they can kill Chandra from 7, so we'll go for exiling cards next turn. Ooh, and they do nothing. You love to see that, don't you? Okay. Plus, we'll double big score here. Red.
I'm ending this fight.
There's the despair, baby. Alright, but this only triggers once a turn, so we'll just play a land for now, and we'll wait. We will wait. And we can go for the throat any creature they play. -X. Doesn't matter. Get him. We can hit him for 9. Let's go. Rematch. Victory achieved. Into Diamond. Alright. Post-game deck overview coming right up. Alright. Welcome back to the post-game deck overview. That was our Rakdos control deck. There's been one version, 65% win rate, 100% on the play, 33 on the draw, 11 and 6 took us from Platinum 1 into Diamond. So, yeah, deck was fun to play. Tough matchups. I don't know. It kind of felt like, and I know this is, I don't know, I guess, point of contention, but I feel like a lot of the time we were beaten by just not drawing lands, or not hitting lands in the early game. And I think it's reflected in the loss rate, which was on the draw. Every single time we lost was on the draw. And I think we won 3 on the draw as well. But I feel like a lot of the time it was just like, I don't know, we didn't hit our land. So yeah, I feel like this one needs a bigger sample size, right? Because it felt good. Cards I'm not kind of certain about, Nahiri's Warcrafting, and then Realmbreaker. I don't think this card, certainly I don't think is needed. There's an argument to be made too for taking out the creatures in the deck, and then just adding in maybe more Burn Down the House, another Invoke Despair, things like that, maybe some other Planeswalkers, to kind of really capitalize off of the Chandra, copy the instant or sorcery ability. And then it also helps you when you're plussing 1 and exiling the top 5 from your library, because if you hit a shouldered, like I have a couple times, felt bad. So yeah, I don't know. It was a fun deck though. I like this one. I haven't played Rakdos in a while, so I enjoyed kind of this more control-y take on it as opposed to mid-range or like Anvil or something like that. So yeah, ooh, my voice is starting to go. I've done 3 videos today. We're getting back into the swing of things. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please again leave a like and a comment down below and subscribe if you're new. And I will see you in the next one.